Peanut, I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman joined forces in Deadpool and Wolverine, one of few new summer movies I'll be reviewing this week on CJ at the Movies and at GalaxyCon in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Christopher Zweig. Let's take a look. It makes sense that the sequel will be called Deadpool and Wolverine instead of Deadpool 3. Hugh Jackman said he has given up playing Wolverine, making Logan his final film on the role, but after seeing the first Deadpool movie, he's back with the claws and attitude, and so is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go yourself.
They find themselves in a Roger Rabbit and Eddie Valiant-esque manner while the Time Variant Authority, the TVA, informs them that the fate of the timeline rests in their hands, and as expected, there's blood and a lot of big laughs between the two Marvel characters.
You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Now directed by Reynolds' recent collaborator Sean Levy, Deadpool and Wolverine may not be as fresh as Logan or Deadpool 2 in terms of its convoluted side, but it does make up for what the MCU has given us lately. I like the way it toys with us about the cameos, some of which we knew would appear, others quite unexpected. Now that we have Deadpool and Wolverine, we could easily relate to the indulgence and commercialism that Disney and Marvel has brought upon fans. They can express their opinions wisely or nostalgically. I can relate to the topics half the time, but I can acknowledge the direction that superhero movies would take, and this one makes us laugh. Our next movie is Cirque du Soleil without a net, which takes place after the COVID-19 pandemic, when the show lost its crowd, and when things were clearing up, the cast and crew prepare for their comeback show, their water-themed show known as O. The stage of water features synchronized swimmers who are now known as artistic swimmers, and rescue divers are always required to help performers during the show, and the baby steps to getting this whole show back in the saddle must require time and commitment. That means the costumes and sets must be legit, and the performers must rehearse.
Now the hard work starts.
We're gonna get our ass kicked.
Go, 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 go.
We've got 8 weeks till opening night.
We take it day by day.
If it was easy, that wouldn't be fun. Anything can go wrong.
Artist has fallen.
You okay?
Certain interview segments are basically the same, with certain conflicts and rehearsal issues, but still Without a Net is high-spirited in the ways it recovers from a global pandemic and wants the show to continue its legacy, and seeing the behind-the-scenes look from the sets to the crew is really cool. Maybe I'll go to the real show one day, but for now, give this doc a go. Next up, Widow Clicquot, which retells the true story about how the Veuve Clicquot champagne business soared to new heights in the late 18th century, thanks to the widow Barb Nicole, who provided the fiery determination and innovation for the alcoholic beverages. Haley Bennett gives her best performance since Cyrano as the widow because of how she represents her spirit and pathos within. As the movie opens, she loses her husband Francois, played by Tom Sturridge, and despite the Napoleonic era threatening to damage the business, she's willing to keep her husband's legacy alive.
These fields do not need replanting or starting over again.
I disagree. They need to struggle to survive.
I want our champagne to have structure, depth.
The flashback sequences regard their joy and pathos when he starts off charming and then acts crazy. It could be that he was suffering from bipolar disorder, and his death could be either suicide or the result of typhoid. These scenes start to get on our nerves because they're either unfocused or annoying with the behaviors of Francois. I could give Widow Clicquot a marginal recommendation because of Bennett's performance, the ambiance, and its good taste in champagne, but I must go against it because of the flashback sequences, and there could have been more patience within the screenplay. It's a great-looking film that needs to refocus on the narrative a bit more. And our last movie is Sing Sing, a drama inspired by true events at the Sing Sing Correctional Facility, which ran the rehabilitation through the Arts Program, the RTA for short. Colman Domingo stars as a wrongfully convicted man who is one of the founders of the program, and he inspires his fellow inmates to use stage acting as escapism from their difficult lives behind bars.
It's been a program that was established to help people get more in touch with their feelings and truly get some rehabilitation.
I am Gladiator Goliath. I am Spartacus.
I'm Prince Hamlet of Denmark.
The movie also uses real-life former prisoners and collaborators in the program, including Clarence Divine Eye Maclin and Sean San Jose, and Domingo manages to have a connection with Clarence, who at first has trouble believing in his optimism.
Listen, I already know what you're doing, know who you are, what you about, bro. What? You don't get to tell me what I need in prison. You don't get to do that. And don't bring me in those dark corners no more.
Last month I reviewed Ghostlight, which used a real Chicago family to use Shakespeare to help them get through their pathos, and now we have Sing Sing, which uses real convicts to represent acting and humanity. I liked Ghostlight, but I enjoyed Sing Sing even more to call it one of the year's best films. It doesn't rely on prison movie cliches, but rather the perspectives of these inmates who must overcome their own turmoil in prison, and the performances are universally excellent. Don't miss it. Recapping this week's new movies: thumbs up for Deadpool and Wolverine, thumbs up for Cirque du Soleil Without a Net, thumbs down for Widow Clicquot, and thumbs way up for Sing Sing. Well, those are the movies I'm reviewing this week. I'm Christopher Zweig at GalaxyCon in Raleigh, North Carolina. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and please read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and download the new HD Radio app.